what happened? And he said, look, you really remember all this? Yeah, because it was my preparation, yeah, back then. And it's crazy that I showed there the way how to play. And then now, who it was, Fuse against Maxwell in Vikings.
Yeah,
5 years later, they are losing what I already showed in my one of the last games 5 years ago. Okay, what is happening? People got lazy.
I need to tell you one little story about him. He came, I've known him since he was 12. And he came when he was 13, I think.
Yes, yeah, 93.
90.
October 93, I think.
October 93. And we had just done the endgame database of Queen versus Rook. Yeah? And I said to him, now, Kasparov and Karpov working together couldn't win with the Queen against the defense so well. And he, 13-year-old boy comes and I said to him, can you play Queen versus Rook? And he said, yes, of course, it is very easy. And I said, okay, try. And he sat there and he tried to play against the computer. He couldn't win.
But this was also late night already.
No, wait a second. So then he went to sleep. Next morning I said to him, did you sleep well? He was sleeping in the same room as Tommy?
With Tommy, yes.
Yeah, in Tommy's room. And he said, yes, I slept well after I was able to fall asleep. I said, did Tommy disturb you? He said, no, I was thinking about the Rook versus Queen, and I know how to do it. I said, do it for the computer, against the computer. He said, no, it's easy. I know how to do it. And he started explaining to me. I couldn't follow what he was saying. And then I sat him in front of the computer, 13 years old. And he just played against it like a child. And he won. He worked it all out at night lying in bed.
Yes, and I still remember that I thought like, yeah, white king on d5, black king on d7, and white queen on f4, and no matter where is the rook, it's finished. And this was kind of the key idea that I kind of... Yeah, and finished because it swung everything, and then the poor computer couldn't really put up any result. Even against the computer it worked to perfection, and I was laughing that, okay, please give me some tougher test. Yeah, I mean, okay, what is this?
This
What
was
is
like
this
you,
nonsense?
a 13-year-old boy. He solves it at night in the dark in his mind. Come on. This is ridiculous.
And I also remember exactly why it was October 1993,
Yeah, why?
because I was watching the wrestling,
Yes, of course.
on Tuesday
You were
night.
sitting in front of the wrestling.
Yes, and
chair.
exactly the Men on a Mission, which was a new tag team in the WWE back then, they appeared and they were in this period, and I was, Men on a Mission, and I'm jumping around and Fred cannot believe this. This is supposed to be a chess prodigy. I mean, going so wild, Tatanka is coming, Men on a Mission, everybody is involved. And those were the...
But Tatanka was there.
Tatanka was there as well, yes, of course, in 93 autumn time. Yokozuna, of course, yeah, but Yokozuna already a little bit earlier already. Undertaker was this still Sophie's favorite.
Mine too.
Yes,
my
Undertaker.
favorite.
You know wrestling a little bit or not? Yeah. I was reading autobiographies of all the guys who I hated as a child, because I was for the good guys, the villains, and the babyface villain business. It was.
He was also, but with the tennis players, not with the
yes.
wrestlers. No?
He was one of the best chess talents in the world, and one of the leading experts on wrestling.
Yes, I knew everything. Basically, even at this moment, I think that from 89, when it started, when I first got to know it, it was 89 till 94. I know basically almost on weekly basis every single storyline, even today. Yeah, that who, when, why, how, so everything.
Sport, chess, biceps.
No, these things, no, this I did not really care about. No, the stories, who played with whom, why, everything, all the plots. I was buying all the wrestling magazines, every single episode when I was doing tournaments. My grandmother, even at 4 o'clock in the morning, because of time difference, had to record it. Yeah, so I was coming back. We had like 50 hours of WWF videos recorded, and then
You were also playing wrestling. I mean, you also tried wrestling.
never.
Did you
I
try
was
wrestling anything?
No, because it's also written, don't try at home. But yes, one thing is true. from the main table, the center table of our living room. We were living together with the grandmother. We were with my brother jumping on my grandmother's bed all the time, practicing that how do you fly, you know, and you land like this that you don't hurt the person who is lying there, but actually you do land, you know, there, and the bed was falling apart, you know, slowly, because okay, you were very enthusiastic now. The World Wrestling Federation was amazing, yeah.
Who was your favorite?
Okay, every single episode had someone new.
No,
yeah?
but you didn't have a favorite.
Okay, I had a favorite because, okay, first of all these like Tatanka, Tito Santana, Tito Santana, these guys were not that famous, but I always liked them, yeah, from the top guys. Okay, Bret the Hitman Hart was clearly...
Bret Hart Hitman.
Yes, but before they were the Hart Foundation, yeah, as a tag team. Yeah, then they were fighting before with the Orient Express, quite a lot with the Demolition, yeah, all these kind of tag teams, the Legion of Doom. It was just amazing stuff. Yeah, I know every single plot, yeah, but I was never a hardcore fan, you know, because it was too mainstream. I was never into absolute mainstream. Of course, the Rockers, then Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, and this. Okay, just about everything. Yeah, okay, I still okay. How many years? It was 30 years or something. But I know
that was being watched.
But the
It
only-
was all made up, yes.
Yes, of course it was all. Yeah, but it was.
Oh.
Yeah, all stage.
Yeah, all stage, but
What?
still you need
Everything was
this.
stage.
You still
But-
need incredible skills, you know, to do
I know
this.
the
all
acting
this.
and
Yeah,
all.
they are fantastic.
But
yeah.
you used to watch the matches or only the cards?
Yeah, everything.
Everything.
No,
Ah.
also they get tremendous amount of injuries. Yeah, it's not like you are safe from it and everything. Yeah, and then it was so funny. I was getting all these autobiographies. For example, Ric Flair. Ric Flair was one
yeah.
of the most
White hair,
hated.
white hair.
Yes,
Yes.
one of the most hated. Yeah, he was coming from the WCW over to WWF. And at that moment, yeah, 91, 92, yeah, he just came. And when I was reading the books, you know, how his life started at the 70s, end of 70s, how he became professional and all this, okay, it was one of my most cherished books. Yeah, I was just...
Just like how you read this Djokovic or all these
yeah, whom do
autobiographies.
you like? Yeah, whom do you like the most? Which
Tennis.
style? Yes.
Tennis Djokovic.
Djokovic, yeah? Uh-huh. But since when do you follow?
Since pandemic mostly.
Yeah. probably
Since pandemic.
Because I was
And which tournament do you like most from the Grand Slams?
probably Wimbledon.
You like Wimbledon, so you like the grass when it's fast and...
Okay, I don't know all these details, but I just follow the players.
Yeah, because in Hungary we only play on clay. Yeah, because we only have clay. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
Europe
Roland
is-
Garros. Yeah,
Europe
it's a
is-
sand. Yeah, it's lower. Yeah, this was also kind of my style. That okay, we had like millions of rallies all the time. Yeah, so whenever Eurosport is showing and rally of 45 or 50, this was like the traditional, you know, the standard stuff in my games. Because I never had a winning shot. Yeah, but I had a good endurance and I was catching all balls. Then whatever I was doing, my opponent could also catch basically, and it was back and forth forever. Yeah, Djokovic amazing. I also,
Okay, now you have a tennis.
Yeah, you can play. If you play tennis, what do you think, Sagar? Who will win?
well, but now after injury I don't play anymore. Okay, I only play table tennis. This I can handle. The other one I'm too worried
But
because
table
I'm.
tennis is good.
Really?
Better than
haven't tried.
most of the chess players.
Yeah, okay, I was playing a lot.
Girlfriend is like.
Girlfriend is good, yes, but okay.
I asked the same question. Are you stronger than Boris' girlfriend? And he said yes.
Well, okay, but in my prime, yes, but he's I think now more active. Yeah, it's you have to adjust. You have to have your own racket, yeah, because the rackets are completely different. Yeah, according to your playing style, you need. I can give you, if for example you are a defender, yeah, like for example myself, I'm counted as a defender. I like to slice and defense, and I let my opponent get the upper hand. He can spin, he can smash, whatever. I can handle it if I'm ready. But for this, I need the correct racket. Yeah? Because if you have an attacking racket, yeah, with that one you cannot control so nicely the defenses. So.
Who's your favorite tennis player?
Well, there were many different times because I started following tennis. Like it was 1990. Yeah, I think 1990 I was because my first trainer was playing everyday tennis. Tibor Károly. He was a tennis player. Yeah, so it was normal that I was going with him, and he was playing there for like 2 hours, and then I also learned so much about it and started following. There was this incredible match between Jana Novotná and Chanda Rubin. Chanda Rubin was an unseeded player, nobody knew her, and she played, and Novotná was number 2 in the world, and she was leading 6-0, and leading also, and in women tennis only 2 winning sets, right? And in the other one she was leading 5-0 and 40-0, and Chanda Rubin came back. This was, and she won. That's how she became so world famous. this is the most stunning comeback ever in the history of tennis. And I was like 12 years old or something like this, yeah. So that's why I know that there were times I was loving I really was loving Roland Garros. Yeah, I was following the French Open always in May, and Kafelnikov won in '95. And then when I was playing tennis with my brother, whenever I was doing something, I said, yes, I'm Kafelnikov, okay, what do you want? Yeah, I'm Kafelnikov, yeah. So I know that there was also Marat Safin, Leighton Hewitt in 2001.
From Australia.
Of course, yeah. Agassi, clearly when he came back, but during the 90s, Sampras was my absolute favorite. Yeah, he was the absolute number 1. Back then, Sampras was amazing, yeah. He was really...
But even watching tennis before chess game, would it inspire you?
Well, it's usually the case in Weissenhaus, because in Weissenhaus the game started 1:30, and when you turn on the TV around 11 o'clock or something, the tennis matches are still going on. Yeah, so whenever the last final day is coming on Sunday in Weissenhaus, it means that it's the final in Australian Open. Yeah, so how many times? And the same applied to Dortmund tournament. Whenever we had Dortmund tournament, and there was Federer versus Nadal.
Yes.
I think, and we were, we just finished the game and we rushed to the press room and results, live feed, tie break, decisive tie break, and it continues, and we were following for like 1 more hour because the game match was never ending. Yeah, I remember. I also loved.
Also, this player Ivan Lubicic,
Yes.
He's now like following.
It's Ivan Isavic. Ivan Isavic is his
But
coach.
Lubicic was also very strong.
Yeah, Lubicic was
world
strong.
number 1.
He's a correspondence player, no?
He's a very big chess fan.
Yes.
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 I know Federer's coach was
Ivan Isavic. But this is Goran.
But
Goran
Lubicic,
Goran Ivan Isavic. And Goran Ivan Isavic was very famous for strong serves. Yeah, he was strong
left-handed.
serves and
I still remember he was
going for the attack, yeah, all the time, yeah, because in Wimbledon you have to crush your opponent with a good serve and then volley and like this. And he could never win Wimbledon, but this was his formula that he was one of the favorites always to win, but he never succeeded, and he kind of retired already. And he got a wild card. And when he got a wild card while being already kind of retired, he won Wimbledon.
And he climbed the stands, and that all is still in my head. Yes,
I have
very
also seen
famous
that.
scene.
Yes.
How come you haven't spoken about the Spanish star? What's his
The
name?
new Alcaraz.
Yeah.
Alcaraz, yeah.
He's amazing.
Of course, yes.
I love.
But I like Sinner better actually.
No, I've seen shots by him which are physically not possible.
No, I'm so happy that Alcaraz appeared. Yeah, because slowly it was always the question that when the hegemony of Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic will come to an end, and who will be the new generation? Yeah, and Medvedev, Zverev. There were many very strong players, but somehow they got stuck on this second, third place. They could never really become number 1. And with Alcaraz, you feel this potential that he can dominate for a decade. Yeah, so
But already Sinner is like.
Sinner is now amazing.
Yeah, he
do
beat
you know?
Djokovic 3-1. Yeah, the last
Yes,
one.
and then he beat Medvedev in the finals.
In the finals.
But do you know at which age he started playing tennis?
Sinner.
Sinner.
Quite late.
Exactly, 13.
Yeah, 13.
This is insane. Yes.
and you were already a prodigy at 13.
Yes, exactly. But he had background from skiing, so he has some very good endurance because he is coming from Italy, but from near the Austrian border. Yeah, so all the mountains, all these Alps. Yeah, and amazing. I was so happy to see him in top shape. Yeah, and if you beat Djokovic, you really deserve to win. Then
But one question to you: if a player is dominant, you right now as we were mentioning about domination. So if he is dominating, is it good for a sport or is it actually not good for a sport?
Well, but usually people remember, and those players who are dominating, they are actually bringing in so many spectators, yeah, because you remember that, okay, like now still Djokovic, yeah, I think in 2007 he won his first Grand Slam, right? I think something like 2007, and he's still there, yeah, so this is such a legend. Yeah, that even if finally at some point you think like, okay, I really don't have enough time to follow tennis, then Djokovic is in action, you automatically, okay, I want to see him. Yeah, this is just such a fantastic, otherwise of course it's nice when you don't know who will win. This is always nice when you don't know, there is this uncertainty. For a very long time it was like Federer in all the finals, yeah, he is playing the finals, and then when he won, he was laying down, he was like crying and like this, and we felt like he's the only one who is surprised, because we were completely sure that he will win, you know, okay, it was just so much better than anyone else, but it just shows also that, yeah, it's never given, yeah, that you have to give it all, and it always meant so much for him that he wins.
Yes.
It's,
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.